I became the executive director of Community Vision, our organization here, exactly a year ago. So it has been certainly an interesting time to assume a leadership role in any organization, but this one as well during the pandemic. And so for folks who don't know, Community Vision was founded by Joe Wachowski, and he's been part of this group as well. And he has been the leader, been the person for 33 years. So this is an organization that knew a lot of stability and is now seeing some change. And so a big part of our focus in this last year has been holding on to the values, the philosophy, the key things, but also being willing to take a hard look at what does need to change and where are we headed next. And so I have had the honor of leading our team through that transition. And kind of where we have ended up is we actually have established some strategic initiatives of where we think we can really make impact in the coming years. And one area that I want to share in particular is one that we haven't actually chosen. I think it chose us a little more. And that is the intersection of homelessness and disability. So over this past year, there seems to just keep being things that pull us in this direction. So Community Vision's had a history of working with people to find housing. So that's been housing and disability has been a combination that we have been working in. But we keep coming across folks who are living on the streets and wanting to figure out, are there solutions for those folks? And so through kind of a series of conversations, some that seemed to not at all be at the right time, and then some that finally did seem to be at the right time, we are cautiously moving forward with, being that connector. So as you all probably experience in your worlds here in Portland, Oregon, the connection between people who are maybe find themselves homeless and the disability system, we're talking about threads today. There's not really any, there's a dotted line, if at all. And so we are wanting to move forward with actually helping to be part of that connector. And so the exciting thing is that there's actually local funding. So our regional government has actually invested in homelessness. And so it's been a huge learning curve. There's a lot going on, but we feel like we can actually play a role in helping folks with disabilities who happen to be homeless or at risk of homelessness to be able to find housing. And so it's requiring us to learn a whole new language, a whole new data system, all of those things that go along with crossing worlds. But we are pretty excited to feel like we have the skills, we have the background to be used in this way, and to be able to make connections for folks whose life stories have been full of challenge, but they're also kind of to keep on the theme of resilience. They have shown incredible resilience, and so the least that we can do as providers is to help make that connection. So yeah, it's been dotted lines kind of all over the place of, there's a random connection with somebody at HUD that we knew, and then talking with people here at the city that didn't go very well, but they led us to people at the county. And again, kind of just following this thread that has bopped all around, and being open and transparent with our team as we move that forward. So don't know where it'll go. We're still in the beginning of that journey, but really feeling like there is a need that we can fill. And then the other exciting part is that we are starting to connect other providers in our area to this work as well. So we're forming a housing independence collaborative so that folks who are interested in supporting people with disabilities to live independently, that we can really start to do that together. So that's the other exciting thing, is not only figuring out this world of homelessness, but then also starting to connect other providers to what we're doing.